I want to share with you one of the most important lessons that I've learned when it comes to painting. And it happens before you've even touched paint to canvas. My name's Daniel and I've been painting for over 15 years. And I want to help you become the best artist you can. I actually see it a lot in beginners' work and even intermediate painters' work, where they've got really good colours, the details look amazing, but there's still something off about the painting. It's not quite there. And this basically happens because of an eagerness to start painting. We've all been there. We want to get those colours straight onto the canvas. And you can have absolutely amazing colours and super confident, super interesting brushwork. But if your initial drawing is off, your painting is never gonna look right. You've probably felt this before. Something looks almost there with your painting, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is. And 9 times out of 10, it's the initial drawing. Your drawing is the blueprint. And if your blueprint is off, then the structures that you build on top of it are also gonna be off. Now, I'm not talking about drawings like this. Most people, when they think of a good drawing, will probably think of drawings with lots of detail. But that's not the goal. It's really about getting the proportions right, placing things where they belong, and then seeing the big shapes first. If you get the big stuff right, then the small stuff becomes easier. If you're struggling seeing or simplifying the big shapes, then here's a little exercise for you. You could do it digitally like me, or you can print off the image and do it that way. Basically, you're just going to take that image and you are going to draw over the biggest shapes that you can see, physically on top of that image. So we're not trying to see the image and then transfer it to a blank canvas. We're literally just looking for those big shapes directly on the image that's in front of us. We are ignoring all of those tiny little details and just adding enough lines to get the general idea of what it is you're trying to create. This is going to then build up that skill of being able to see those big shapes. And if we do this over a few different images over the course of a few weeks, then we'll be able to transfer that to a blank canvas. Of course, you could project, so you could trace, and I do that because it makes everything a little bit faster. But here's the thing, I don't rely on it. I'm not stuck with that projected image. Because I've practiced and I have the ability to see and replicate those big shapes, I can replicate them freehand. I can see if something is off about the projected image or the traced image, which quite a lot of the time it can be. So I can make adjustments as I go. And I see so many beginners and intermediate painters who have projected or traced the image and it's a little bit skew-if, a little bit wonky, it's not been projected quite right or traced quite right. And they've just stuck blindly to that initial drawing that is great when it's a good drawing. But if you can't see those things that are off with it, if you haven't practiced trying to see those things that are off with it, then your painting is not going to be as good as it can be. If you really want your paintings to improve, then you don't just practice painting. You have to practice drawing for paintings. Keep it simple. Focus on accuracy, not perfection. Messy lines, scruffy lines are absolutely fine. And I mean, I completely understand wanting to rush that drawing stage so that you get to the fun painting part. But for me at least, I actually find that the better the drawing, the more fun I actually end up having with the painting process. Spending an extra 20 or 30 minutes at the start, getting that drawing right, is going to save you hours of repainting later. This piece came together perfectly. Because I had a good drawing, I was actually able to change it from the reference photo. I was able to add more lights and more shadows and create a more dynamic and more colourful piece. And I've gone through the whole painting process of this for everyone over on my Studio Wildlife Patreon community. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the painting process for this, then go and check it out. Just remember, great paintings start with strong drawings. Get that right, and the whole painting process becomes so much easier. If you have found this video helpful, please do give it a little like and subscribe, and please do leave a comment if you've got any questions that you'd like me to try and answer in one of my next videos. As always, thank you so much for watching. Check out this video right here, and I'll see you next time.